Welcome to the Milwaukee Voter Project Orientation Training. I'm Laura Kushner and I'm on the board of the Milwaukee Voter Project. This training video will give you an overview of what we do at the Milwaukee DMVs, helping voters to get registered. During this presentation, we will go over the logistics of our program, orient you to our website, show you how to use the Sign Up Genius to sign up for shifts, and we will show you how to use the online registration website, MyVote. Please note that if you are doing a Zoom training, we will be following up the training with an email with specific emails and phone numbers you will need, so don't worry about taking notes. The Milwaukee Voter Project is a nonpartisan organization. What this means for you as a volunteer is that you cannot wear any hats, buttons, or t-shirts endorsing any political party or candidate while you are volunteering with us. It also means that you cannot engage in conversation with a voter who asks you who to vote for or what you think about a candidate. The best way to address questions like this is to say something like, "I'm here to make sure that you're registered, not to tell you who to vote for." However, you can talk to your friends or family about who they recommend you vote for. We can also refer them to the myvote.com website so that they can see who is running for various offices. The Milwaukee Voter Project helps to register voters at Department of Motor Vehicle offices, also known as DMVs, in Milwaukee. We also assist voters at special events throughout Milwaukee, such as farmers markets or college events. After January 1st, we will also assist voters who are already registered to request absentee ballots so that they can vote from the privacy of their own homes. As elections get closer, we assist voters in finding their polling places and answer general voting questions. We volunteer at 3 DMV locations: Chase, Teutonia, and Mill Road. Chase is the location that is the furthest south, thus the closest if you're driving from Illinois. However, Chase does have a large number of Latino patrons, some who do not speak English. We have some directions in Spanish to help facilitate interactions, and the website where you go to register voters has a button that you can click on so that voters can have all the information in Spanish. We'll show you that button later in this presentation. We assist voters on laptops and tablets. Note that before your shift, you should text Jim Engel and he will send you the codes to access these devices. We keep the devices along with other needed items in these black tubs with yellow tops in locked rooms. When you arrive, tell a DMV employee that you are from the Milwaukee Voter Project and that you would like to access the tub of materials. Take the bin and set up a station with the materials that you will need: the devices, the sign letting people know that you are there to help them register to vote, handouts, the tally binder or clipboard. Please wear the badges that identify you as a person who can help them get registered to vote. When you have a free moment, please check to see that the other devices that you are not using are charged, and if not, please plug them in. This training that we are doing today is actually the first of a 2-part orientation. This training is giving you an overview of what we do. The second part of your training is when you work your first shift. An experienced trainer will meet you and will guide you on how to approach people and what to say to them. We do want to stress here, though, that we are guests of the DMV and we do not want to interfere with their operations. If you're helping someone to get registered and their number is called by a DMV staff member, let the voter know that you can finish up with them when they have completed their DMV business. Here you can see our fearless leader, Jim Engel, working a shift. Our shifts are 2 hours long, although you're welcome to sign up for more than one shift at a time if you choose. Please note that you will be on your feet for most of the shift. We ask you to keep a tally of each of your successful interactions. Fill out the date and time of your shift and keep a tally of each time you help to register a voter, help with a name or address change, hand out a flyer, or even if someone takes a photo of the flyer so that they can follow up on their own later. Also, as we get closer to elections, keep a tally of each time you looked up a polling place or ballot information to help a voter, or if you assisted in absentee ballot registration. Your experienced trainer will emphasize this, but because of state statutes, we have to be careful with the language that we use. We are not registering voters, we are helping or assisting them to vote. Voters will need ID in order to register to vote. 99% of the voters who you help will have a driver's license, a state ID, or they will have a receipt for one of these pieces of identification. When a person goes to the DMV to get their driver's license or state ID, they get a paper receipt until the actual license or ID is mailed a few weeks later. This receipt is fine to use to help register voters. This receipt on our slideshow is a bit blurry, but note on the bottom left, their driver's license or state ID number is written larger to make it easier to read. We do have various handouts depending on where we are in the election cycle. This handout here is intended for a person who wants to register but doesn't have their state ID or driver's license with them, or if they need to update their address. They can take the handout home and register online when they do have everything that they need. When you come to work your shift, leave your valuables at home or lock them in the trunk of your car. Wear a fanny pack for your phone and keys, and you'll be ready to go. If while you are working a shift, someone asks you a question and you are stumped, feel free to call Jim and ask him the question. He's always happy to help. If no one has arrived to take over for you by the end of your shift, please put all of the materials back in the bin and be sure to plug in the devices so that they can charge. The devices should be in the bin with the lid propped so that they can charge. Next, we'd like to give you an overview of our website. There is a lot of useful information for our volunteers. On our home page, you'll find our mission. The About Us tab gives you more detailed information about our operations. The Voter Information tab, you'll find that the information on this page is right from the MyVote website. You'll find links to help voters register. And if you scroll down, they can also see what is on their particular ballot, along with step-by-step directions on how to obtain an absentee ballot, plus they can find where they should go to vote. The Location tab gives you the address and hours of each of the DMVs where we run the Milwaukee Voter Project. Here is the information on Chase. And if you scroll down a bit, you'll find the information on Teutonia. And if you scroll down even a little more, you'll find the information on Mill Road. I'd like to spend a moment on how to sign up for shifts. We use a program called Sign Up Genius to keep track of our volunteers. The first Sign Up Genius listed is the one for our DMV program. You should click on that link and it will take you to a page that looks like this. You will find the dates on the left side of the page, then the location and the time of the shifts on the right. Note that each shift is 2 hours. You can feel free to sign up for more than one shift if you choose. If you scroll down further, you would see the shifts for each Chase, Teutonia, and Mill Road. 4 shifts for each location each day. Select the shift you want and then click on Sign Up. Next, you click on Save and Continue. It will then take you to this page where you will complete your registration. You will select the number of people who are coming. If it's just you, select 1. If you're bringing someone with you, select 2, and be sure to type in their name into the text box. Then we ask that you answer the question, have you ever registered voters using the online platform My Vote? This will indicate to us whether or not we need to send support to you to assist you during your shift. Click on the Sign Up Now after you have completed the fields. The Sign Up Genius will send you a confirmation email, plus it will send you a reminder email the day before your shift. This slide is just showing you that you would need to click on the Special Events Sign Up Genius link in order to sign up for a special event. We do keep it separate from the DMV Sign Up Genius. In this example, we have it set up for a meeting as our special event, but sometimes you would find events where we're looking for a few people to help register voters at places like farmers markets, college campuses, or other special event venues. These events would be publicized in our regular newsletters. Note that the Sign Up Genius process for signing up to volunteer is the same. Back on our website, I would like to point out our training tab. There is a lot of very useful information there. If you scroll down on this page, you'll find PDFs of the training slideshows that you can use to review this information before you start a shift. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk briefly about voter information days. About 3 weeks before every election, we are required by law to shut down the Milwaukee Voter Project as we are considered a voter registration drive. During these days, we are still looking for help, but you will not be helping voters to register. Instead, you will be reminding voters about the upcoming election, making sure that they have a plan to vote, making sure they know where to go to vote, and we also like to encourage voters to vote early at the early voting locations during these times. On the Sign Up Genius, it explicitly states that you're signing up for a voter information day, not a regular day. Note that we will provide more information about voter information dates when it gets closer to the next election. If you are driving up to Milwaukee from Illinois, we also want to encourage you to consider carpooling. After this training, we will send a short carpool survey. You can fill in your preferred days to volunteer, if you prefer mornings or afternoons, and anything else that is pertinent to your volunteering with us. I will share the information on the spreadsheet only to the people who have shared their information. Note that we do not arrange the carpools, but we do provide you with the information on people who are interested in carpooling, so you can reach out, email, or text people with similar times and days so that you too can make arrangements. I also like to mention that a great place to meet is the Hilton Garden Inn in Lake Forest. It's right off the expressway, so it's right on the way. Plus, they have a very nice large parking lot, so one person can leave their car there while you go up to work, and they have nice clean restrooms. People often ask what kind of commitment we are looking for. We are hoping that we've piqued your interest through this training and that you would like to give it a try. We're hoping that you'll feel proud of helping your fellow U.S. citizens participate in our democracy, and then we hope you're willing to commit to volunteering 1 or 2 days a month. This next portion of the training is a 15-minute video that shows you the step-by-step directions on how to help voters register using the online platform My Vote. If you are watching this as a YouTube video, then you will need to find our second video on our website that is focused solely on how to use My Vote. We would like to point out that if you're helping to register a voter who prefers to complete their registration in Spanish, you can scroll to the bottom of the My Vote homepage and select Español. If you are watching this presentation on YouTube and you have any questions, please reach out to us through our website. Our contact information is on the bottom of each of our web pages.